I'm good. It's Friday. It's always good on Friday.
Such an awkward start to the video.
I know, but it's Friday, so who cares?
I guess that's just why you keep going back for awkward starts to videos.
What do we got here going? What's going on? Tell me. It's
pillars and monuments
it's
of
the rise of the mics.
Yeah.
Ah!
So, today we are going to go through and we are going to shoot out between, let's go through the list.
Yeah.
The Takstar.
Takstar. You heard of that before?
No. The Takstar. The Behringer B-5.
Yep, we've heard of them.
The Rode M3.
Great mic, yep.
And the Rode NT-55.
My love.
Your love. The one and only.
The sound. I'm talking about sound. Talking about sound here. Don't get any weird ideas.
Yeah. How about we, it is wriggling around a little bit, isn't it?
You nudge the top. If they fall over, man, it's not dominoes.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. How about we jump to a video?
Yeah.
You'll see our contraption of mics all above the kit.
Cool.
The first one
what do we listen to?
that we will solo for you is the Takstar dual stereo mics.
We're going to do two at once.
Yeah.
That's why it's in stereo.
These ones.
All right.
We'll see you in a tick. Bye!
Bye!
We're back!
Hello!
Alright. Let's have a chat, because there's some interesting things in the video we just watched.
Yeah.
Let's put pause on the microphones. The pause?
That pause.
The pause. Jono, that is a monstrosity of a mounting system we have there.
Right.
What is going on?
So, the mounting system is a mic stand.
Yes.
So, we're mounting the M3 off
Yes,
of it.
it was like this. It was like,
Woo!
and then
So, we were
like,
looking
this
at
was
ways...
here,
Yeah,
and then this was
other way, but yes, close.
there.
Close.
What do you mean other way? Oh, the wrong side.
Side.
Sorry.
Yes, that
okay,
one.
alright. How did you do that?
So, this little thing I learned when I was doing live gigging, before the whole COVID thing, I was, having to take two mic stands to do overhead and all that kind of thing, and my gig traps case got too heavy.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a better way than this. So, ended up, hearing this thing about miking the drum kit from behind with an overhead, because then people get to hear what you're hearing. I ended up having my vocal mic here, and the bar went all the way up the top here. I was like, oh, it's behind me, right back here. So I ended up getting a little Ashton drum mic clamp that you mount for your toms, clamping it on the top of the stand, and then mounting my overhead. Hence why it's got this black gaffer tape all over it. Because I had to make it universal.
These are not very pretty, are they?
They're not pretty, but they sound... Well, this one sounds...
Well, that one, yes.
Well, they'll hear it soon.
Yeah, that's right. So...
But I got creative, and it worked, and the overhead was...
It's just a clamp clip from Ashton.
That's it, with a normal mic
That's
head.
then clamped onto a mic stand.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so we're running two of them at the moment, right next to the M3, to try and get the closest sound profile, and then we have the stereo Takstars either side. So let's talk about the Takstars. Jono, where do we get them?
Wish. We love Wish.
How long have you had the Takstars? That's probably a better question.
So I bought these when we were doing, like, what episode are we up to now? 30 something.
We're almost 40.
Yeah, almost 40. 30 something with this one.
Yeah.
And because I can't do math, everyone knows that. But I had bought these. I don't know if you remember way back when we were comparing the SM57s.
Yes, we did the 57 versus fake 57s.
57s, yes. And then I had got the E904 tom mic, or whatever it was.
Yeah, the fake mics.
Yeah, the fake mics.
You got it when you bought those ones?
Yeah,
Same time, okay.
So a few months ago, quite a few months ago.
So I'm going to throw Jono under the bus.
Yes.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
These are the mics that he has been running as overheads for all of his covers since that time.
Yeah.
So we're talking almost 6 months-ish, where these have been the overheads that we've been using.
Yeah.
Now, Jono, I'm going to check, I'm going to make sure. How much did you pay for these mics?
$23, I'm
They're
pretty sure.
$23.
23 bucks each.
Yes. Yeah.
So less than $50 for the pair.
You can have a stereo pair of Takstars. The model number is a PCM-5400.
But
yes, there is a but.
There is
a but. For $46.
Yes.
Now, the but.
They're not always available.
No. So
you can buy them in a pack, I'm pretty sure, most of the time.
We went to start making the video and I went to just check the price.
Yeah.
These are not currently available on Wish, but they are available on Wish in the full drum pack.
Yeah.
So
they're on eBay as well.
So you can get a kick, you can get 3 tom snare mics, and these 2 with all the mounting for $166.
So just kick, snare, 3 tom mics,
yes,
and 2 overheads.
Yes.
For how much?
$166. And to be honest, if the other mics are as good as this one, and I'm not saying they are, I don't know. We haven't tried yet.
Pretty cheap drum.
That is a fantastically cheap, decent sounding drum mic pack.
Yeah. There's no gaff on these ones.
Oh, there is on that one, but not that one. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh!
I don't know. No, I got nothing. So let's talk about the sound profile and everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, right, we can do a lot with EQ.
Yeah.
You will have seen in that video I ran them plain, flat, and then with the EQ.
Yep.
It does make a pretty decent difference with what you're listening to.
100%.
They're not fantastic though. They're okay.
No.
And like I said, we've been using them for 6 months on the covers and we can make them sound good.
What I like them with is just overheads. They're good for cymbal pickup.
That's right.
I'm not going to use them. The reason that I bought this one, which you'll hear very soon, was I needed a really good kick and overhead setup. So overhead that picked up the whole kit and did it well.
They do the tops.
These ones do
well.
the cymbals nice. And the only reason I've stuck with them was I was using a mono M3. We had 2. But I went to the stereo Takstar because it just sounded right. I was like, for $23 and the sound I'm getting, I'm gonna just stick with them for a while.
That's
and see
right.
how it goes.
And I mean, not everyone's made of money.
Yeah.
And obviously you aren't either. It means you can run these in the studio and Clive's mic the whole
none
kit.
of these mics are sponsored.
We bought everything.
All off our own,
then you can take your actually really good mic off to the gig.
Yeah.
So, honestly, when you hear these and you see it as we move forward, these don't stack up to the other 3.
No.
But I mean,
it is what it is.
$46 for a stereo
They're
pair.
pretty good.
You know, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I want to hear this one now.
Okay.
Can we hear the Behringer?
Let's go to the Behringer
Because
B-5.
It was, price point.
Yeah.
A little bit more than these, but
yeah. Well, we'll talk about it and then we'll listen. So, $23 each. You could run one of these if that's all the money you had. This was $119. I'll just check that to make sure.
Yeah. 119.
119.
Retail was about.
Yeah. Yeah. So you could get it cheaper than that.
Yeah.
But $119. So 4 times the price.
You could have 4 of them. No, more.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
I'm good math. You could have 6 of them.
Yeah.
For the same price as that.
5.
5.
You could almost have 5. So, but we'll have a listen and we'll come back.
All right.
Jono needs to recover.
We'll be back soon.
All right. See you, Dick.
Bye.
All right, back. We're back. What do you think?
Not too bad.
Okay, let's do it this way. Here is what you have heard so far. We have the Takstar. Excuse me. And we just had a listen to the B-5. What do you think between these 2?
Well, if that's 1, this is definitely 2. I'm ranking them in order of what I like best.
Oh, I was like, that's 2, and this is 1. Like, there's 2 mics here, and there's 1 here.
No,
the Jono's counting.
So this is on the bottom of the list so far. I like this one better than these 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do this. There we go. Now it's left to right for the audience.
Oh, okay, of course.
So here is
why I drum and you do video.
our first place mic at the moment.
Yes.
I do like the Behringer a little bit better.
Like, but for the price difference, one of these, like, all right, before we get to that, let's talk about the audio. The audio, the one thing I did like with this is you heard it without an EQ, with an EQ. Now, the EQ is generic across all the mics.
That's right. I'll get a screen cap.
Yeah.
It's the same all the way through.
All the way through. I actually EQ'd it to this one first and then applied it to everything.
Yeah.
But the thing that I like about this one is the snap in the snare a little bit more than what these gave.
Yes.
It was a not like, I don't know the actual frequency because I haven't looked into it, but I'd say like a 1 or 2K area.
Yeah.
It just removed in this one, whereas these had it in there. It was a little bit annoying, whereas the snare came out nice, especially with the EQ'd one. And I was like, as a single overhead, if I was using like a kick with a single overhead, I'd prefer that over two of them, just for the sound.
That's right. I think that it would be worth stepping up price-wise to go to the B5 over the
100%.
Takstars.
Yeah, like, it's always the thing.
That's right, money versus sound. That's exactly right.
So, like, they were cheap. They work for a cause when you're using it with a bunch of other mics, but as an overhead, and if I was using a kick mic in this scenario, I'd probably prefer the sound that I'm getting. I know I'm jumping to the snare, but, you know, kick and snare are like the most...
Yes.
I want that one versus those two.
And there are situations where you would have to manage just an overhead mic and just a kick mic.
Yes.
You know, so snare is still important for this setup.
The other thing that I like about this mic is it's got an interchangeable head, so...
Oh, I thought you were about to say the black messed up tape on it.
Let's not forget about that.
I'm going to do B-roll and make it all pretty with the filming, but it's going to look absolutely
rubbish right here now.
Yeah.
But this mic, the reason I bought it originally was for a hi-hat mic.
Yeah, okay.
So it was never to do a whole kit. It was to complement this one live when I started using the E604 tom mics and all that.
Yep.
I had an overhead I was really happy with. I had my tom mics and I just wanted the hi-hats to be accentuated a little bit. And that was just a cheap mic that was, it was going cheap. I was like, yeah, I'll grab it and why not? It's hi-hats.
How about we look at the next one?
Okay.
Okay. So we are looking at the M3.
Yep.
Have a listen.
It's the largest mic of them all.
Right back. Bye.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm just going to slide these this way a little bit.
Yeah, you haven't done that in.
We'll put this down this way, and then we'll talk about these in a tick. So, numbers.
Yes.
M3
How much are they going for?
$179 as of filming this video, Australian.
Okay, cool.
Which isn't bad.
That's pretty good. That's
for the extra $50. I would pay for the M3 over the B5.
Just you can get the interchangeable caps with this one as well, like that one. The snare as a flat EQ, there's no EQ on it. The snare was still beautifully presented in the audio spectrum of thing, and that's just the natural. There's no cap on this to change.
That's right.
The
I feel like there's a much better starting point with this.
Yes.
Compared to maybe this
all that
back here.
So, you know, to produce something, you've got, having a better starting point can EQ it better.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you got more frequency to work with, I guess.
Yeah.
So, the other thing,
very versatile.
I like the switch.
Yeah.
And the other thing I really love about this mic,
compared to trying to get a pin or something into these type of mics, I'd prefer that.
But let's say you rock up to a gig, and you walk in, and there is a little Behringer 6-channel mixer, and you have to mic up your kit with one mic, and they go, we don't have an XLR plug-in for you, you have to go into a jack. You know what this mic has?
Yes, it has space to stick a battery in it.
You can put a battery in it.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's right.
So as far as this mic goes,
if I could pick one mic, a go-to get out of trouble mic, The M3 is probably
Just
it
gonna
for
put
me.
it there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
No. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're going the other way now. Okay, good. So this wins so far.
This is winning. Yes. Yes.
I don't know.
As I was saying, this is probably my go-to get out of trouble mic.
Yes. Well, that's why we both have one.
That's right. And like I've done acoustic guitars with this.
Yes.
We've done vocals for our vlogs with this.
Our vlogs were filmed primarily with that mic.
When we started, yeah.
For quite a few episodes.
That's right. It's a fantastic hat mic, like you said. This is a winner. And I think for the price.
Well, that's right. I'm using one of these on the kit. For my hats
for your hats.
It picked it up beautifully.
Yeah. Another winner.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's listen to this one.
Should we?
I want to hear it.
Let the cat out of the bag.
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
We'll be back.
All right. Be back soon. Bye bye.
Now,
what did you think?
Now, Jono, I think this should go...
No, stop it.
About here.
Yeah, that's right there.
Like, this is number one.
It's the void.
And then there's, like, stuff, and then there's these mics.
So, let's make a very clear thing right now. When we set the gain levels for all these mics, we actually had to set the rest of them to this mic.
Yeah. So everything at the moment is sitting exactly the same level for gain.
Same gain. There's nothing boosted or cut from anything.
No compression.
We actually had to bring the gain back because this one was picking up everything so much more than those mics. So
the presence, clarity, depth, it's picking up the kick drum. Everything about this mic screams money.
Yes, it does. But
should we tell them how much it costs?
Well, let's go with that first.
Okay, so this I think was at...
We'll put it over here for the price point.
$449.
And that's for the single mic.
Rode NT-55.
Not a match pair.
Yes. Yeah, if you're looking at a match pair, it's 800 something.
$900.
Yeah, that's right. So, it's clear, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
And this is... like the evidence. As we finish the video, I'll do another side by side
of all of them.
All of them next to each other. There's just no comparison between this and that.
Yeah.
If you were going to do a kick overhead setup, even kick snare overhead.
Yeah.
This is the mic.
The mic. Like eventually on this kit as well. As soon as I've got a few more dollars under my belt, I will be buying a match pair of these to go on this kit.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that's missing from this kit to complement all the mics. We've got Sennheiser. We've got all the nice Sennheisers. We've got the Rode M3 on the hat. A match pair of these overhead would just be unreal.
That's right.
So yeah.
I mean, like gigging setup though.
Gigging setup.
We're pretty decided. Like we both agree.
Yeah.
The gigging mics at the moment are the E901.
The plate mic. Yeah.
Probably a Sennheiser clip mic.
Yeah. The 604.
So the snare and then this.
Yeah.
This is the overhead.
Yeah. One.
Yes. You don't need anything else. 3 channels and your kit sounds amazing.
Yeah. For a 5-piece.
Oh yeah.
A couple of crashes.
That's right. And really quick bump in setup. Good to go.
But if you have to do a gig without all that other stuff, one overhead, one kick, the depth and the clarity, man.
That's it. Now, elephant in the room.
Yes.
The price of that mic.
I know.
Yeah. So I could have more than 2 M3s for that price.
Yes.
I could have almost 4 of these.
Yes.
I'm not going to do the maths on how many
900.
900 Takstar.
Yes.
Right? If I don't have the money for this.
Yes.
All right. What would you do? $23 versus $449. Do you think that is a almost $420 improvement in sound compared to this?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So personally, if I was to rock up to a gig with this versus this, and I had a sound engineer that knows what they're doing, I'd get laughed at bringing this to a gig. Still a good mic.
Yeah.
I have taken them to a gig.
That's right.
And the guys have gone, oh, they're not bad for the price.
Yes.
But they haven't gone, oh, that's amazing. Whereas, put this on the kit, and they just go, wow, the depth in that mic. And it's like, yeah, I don't have to say anything. It's a good mic.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. I think each of these are for different people, particularly the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
You know?
But look, for studio use,
that's
they're
right.
working.
And like we're doing sort of professional level recording with these mics still every week, and they're sort of holding up.
You wait till we get a couple of these.
Yeah, that's it. They don't compare. No. It's very different. I would be really curious to actually grab the entire Takstar pack and see what you get for $160. Because like
that might be the next thing we do.
The closest mic pack would be what? $500?
Yeah, like an AKG.
Yeah, something like that.
Like a decent one.
That's right.
But you get like the
substantially cheaper.
Everything.
It could be actually really good buy.
We'd have to have a look.
Yeah. So
down the track.
At the moment,
this is what we got.
This is like number one. Smashes it, no question. M3, big gap. Let's be clear.
I'd still move it up here a little bit.
Yes. It's very versatile. This is still very good. Yeah, and this is I probably wouldn't buy the B5.
No, when you could get two of those.
I would buy the Takstar before I bought the B5.
Yeah. But
so this is now over here.
Well done.
Just because of value. You know, like it is important to consider that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to swap the video over.
We'll have a listen.
We'll finish up here. We'll do side by side with no EQ, and then we'll do side by side with EQ. You can hear how they all sound together, and maybe make a choice around mics for yourself down the track.
Yep.
This has been fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Overhead shootout. Woo!
That's it, guys. We will see you next week. Like, subscribe, tick all the boxes, the stuff. Have fun. Bye.